you've decided to resist the urge to talk about everything under the sun and focus on a specific YouTube channel in a specific niche. But you're wondering if that niche will prosper and grow. You, my friend, need my 5-question test to pick a niche that will be successful on YouTube. So, are you ready? Hey entrepreneur, it's Salma Jafri from salmajafri.com, and you are in the right place if you want to grow your personal brand with video. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so you're the first to know when I upload a new video. As you build your personal brand, it is really crucial that you niche down so that you become the go-to expert in your field and people get to know you for doing one thing really well. Now, all the reasons for why you should niche down I covered in a previous video, which I'll link to right up here so you can go watch that for why it is so important to niche down on YouTube to be successful. In this video, I want to take you through my 5-question test to find out if the niche that you've chosen has potential to be successful. So question 1 is your niche trending up or going down? And the way to find out whether your niche is trending or not is to go to Google Trends and type in your keyword. Now, the way that I like to do this, let's do this with my industry first. I'm going to show you some more examples. I'm going to go in and type in video marketing. And in the search criteria, I'm going to choose worldwide because hey, I'm building a global brand here. And in the date section, I'm going to choose 2004 to present because that is going to give me a nice long time frame to see trends. So as soon as I type this in, I can see that video marketing has had a pretty steady growth, and around 2015, it actually jumped up and is trending even higher than it ever has before. Let's take another example. Let's type in vegan. Now, when I type in vegan, I can see in Google Trends that it has suddenly taken off. So before 2013, the graph was just meandering along, and now you can see that it's trending. And how you can use this information is, let's say you're setting up a vegan cooking channel and you're like, okay, what else can I talk about on my channel? So in this next graph, I typed in similar kind of health-related phrases such as gluten-free and keto. And you can see here that, wow, look at that yellow keto graph. It has jumped up significantly, right? And both vegan and gluten-free are also trending high. So you know that if you start a channel around any of these terms, keto being probably the wildest, like highest trending one right now, but in general, all these terms are trending. Let's do one more example. Let's take a generic term like photography. When I type in photography inside Google Trends, I actually see, it's going down. It's de-trending. Is that a word? Okay, it's going down, right? So if you're a photographer and you're thinking, oh, well, I can start a photography channel if I look at this, but hold on a second. I have a really cool tip for you. So even though photography might be decreasing, if you type in Instagram, look at that high trending graph. So what you can do in that case is, as a photographer, you know that Instagram is all about beautiful pictures. So maybe your channel can niche down into Instagram photography, and that could be a trending niche for you. I was doing some research for one of my clients who wanted to make videos giving career advice. And when I looked at Google Trends, career advice as a keyword term was so out of date. Maybe it's just gone out of fashion and people are not talking about it as much anymore, right? Then we looked at, okay, what is she really talking about? And it turns out she's talking about giving career advice to women to be able to better manage their work and their career. So work-life balance. And when we typed in work-life balance, you can see that work-life balance is on an upward trajectory. It's increasing, it's trending, whereas career advice is not. So you can use this Google Trends graph data to really hone down on choosing your niche and finding one that is likely to be growing, because what that means is it's going to continue to send you more traffic over time. Question 2 that you should ask yourself is, are there key players already in this niche? Now, having somebody who's already a key player in a niche is good for you, because on YouTube, competition is good. And having somebody who's already made it big in a certain niche proves that there is demand for that topic. Now, you might be thinking, well, if somebody's already made it big, then they're attracting all the audience, and then how I'm going to stand out, right? But here's what happens. Having somebody who's made it big in that niche means that there is enough of a demand for someone else to come up presenting a different point of view. So you have more chances of having like a diverse range of topics within that niche. I'll give you an example. If you type in Instagram photography, Peter McKinnon shows up high on the search results. Now, he has become a key player in the field of photography in general, but in Instagram photography specifically, because his videos are ranking for that term. Now, that means that if you get into that niche and present a diverse perspective, which we'll get into in further down in a few points, then that means that that niche right now is growing and more people can join in. And I think that on YouTube, competition is actually collaboration. Having more people in that niche gives you more chances to collaborate with each other, which is a fantastic way of growing alongside the entire community. So a question for you is, who is a key player in your niche? Tell me in the comments below with their name or their YouTube channel. Question 3 that you need to think about is your niche profitable? Ultimately, if you're using YouTube as a business driver and something that you want to use to grow and expand your business, you've got to be able to sell products and services, either your own or other people's, which is called affiliate marketing, right? In either case, you want to experiment and do a little bit of research right now about whether you have something to sell within that niche. And a great way of doing that is to go to Amazon and type in your niche and see if there are products in different categories for that. So look in the books section. Like, for example, if I were to type in Instagram photography, I would look at photography, I would look at equipment, I would look at books, I would look at gear, I would look at all sorts of lighting and other things to do with photography, because those are all topics I could potentially be talking about on my YouTube channel. And so I want to make a list of what are the things I could potentially sell. Is it my own courses and my own products maybe, or somebody else's? So you want to make sure that your niche is going to have the potential to make you money. Question 4 is, how will you differentiate yourself within your niche? Now, let's take my niche, for example, video marketing. There are so many people in this niche, and I went through this process as well. I was like, well, this person's talking about video marketing and this person is, so how do I differentiate myself? And that is when I came to the realization that every single person in this niche right now has their own sub niche. So let's take my friend Nick Nimmin, for example. He's coming at it from the perspective of YouTube tips for YouTubers. So people who want to make a full-time income on YouTube, go to his channel for quick, fast, and easy YouTube tips. Now let's flip and go to a channel like Video Influencers, which I was featured on, by the way. I should link that video up here. It was a great interview. Go watch it if you haven't. But Video Influencers is approaching YouTube from a technical perspective. So you'll find a lot of content about gear and equipment and the best camera and the best editing software stuff on their channel. So I chose personal branding as my YouTube niche because I wanted to appeal to people who want to use YouTube to build their brands. So I'm talking to entrepreneurs who want to become the go-to expert in their field. And so when you look at YouTube education as a whole, it might seem the niche is saturated, but everyone has a way to differentiate who they're talking to and how they're talking and what they're talking about. So you need to do that for your channel and see what areas can you differentiate your sub-niche with. And finally, question 5, is your niche sustainable for you? Consider this, YouTube is the long game. You want to be making videos on this niche for a long time. Can you come up with 50 ideas to talk about that you are going to be totally into, super passionate about? Is it something you can talk about at least for a year consistently? Can you come up with topics within that niche that you are an expert in? If you answered yes to all of these questions, then chances are that your niche will be sustainable for you, because that is what it takes to grow on YouTube. You've got to go niche and you've got to go deep. So you better be passionate about what you're talking about, because you're going to have to do it for a while to build authority and become known for that topic. If you enjoyed this training, be sure to download my free YouTube Masterclass that is going to show you how to grow on YouTube, even if you have 0 views and 0 subscribers. So go get that. The link is in the description below. Remember to go after what you want and build a brand you love, because you can be the media.